Yeah, I don't know if I can say that. There's sometimes the movement is a big gray area. There's times where you go in with the best intentions to feel better and you end up feeling worse. You do a little bit too much. You do it in the wrong way. You tweak something. It's like, oh, like I went in with the right intentions, but now I actually feel worse. So the outcome of good is not my goal. So the way I talk about this is, pain is universal. All humans experience it.
Always.
And all humans experience it all the time.
Right.
Pain is kind of a constant. There's always some level, like life, universe put bark on trees and it made rock. Like there's things that are going to take skin off and draw blood. Like that's just daily. So the goal is not to get to a point of being pain-free. The goal is not to get to a point of good or happy or this idea of like a beautiful sunset that lasts forever. For me, it's more a matter of changing our relationship with pain. That pain is a constant for a reason. It is a form of communication of universal communication. And it's a guide. It allows us to we can use pain to maneuver and navigate through the world. So,
maybe a language.
What's that?
Maybe it's a language.
It is a language. Yeah. And so, and the relationship we have with pain will dictate a tremendous amount. People who have a victim language with pain, will add suffering on top of their pain. So they're going to have the pain that's always you can't avoid. And then they're adding suffering on top of it because everything turns into a story of why me? And, this is always happening. And
the world is against me.
Right. The world is against me. It's like, now I'm adding suffering to my pain. My
pain is constant again in this.
Right.
Like her, him, or someone who's like not referring to the pain as that. Pain is a constant.
Yeah.
It's just a relationship to it or perspective of it.
Right. So I never don't guarantee, I don't make promises of pain-free. I don't make promises that this is going to help you feel better. Because sometimes you can feel worse. But in the process of doing the work and changing your relationship with pain, changing your relationship with your body, changing your relationship with all these dimensions of yourself, my experience is, even if moment to moment, on any given day, you might feel worse versus you might feel better. Over time, that change in relationship with pain will feel significantly different in general compared to having the victim story. If we're able to kind of like prune those stories off and have a different relationship with that pain, then we have a different experience in life. Doesn't mean that it's pain-free. Doesn't mean it's always good, right? You're going to have hardship. And if we are doing things for the purpose of feeling good, then we're going to avoid things that are hard. And sometimes it's the hard things that are good. And so if we're avoiding hard things, then we're not going to actually experience the good. So, I don't want to be focused on good because sometimes to get there, I got to do some hard stuff. And the older I get, the more I realize that only continues to increase, as we get older, especially, if you're a parent, and they're like, the
world is against you.
The roles and responsibilities that you have and the amount of time that is being drawn upon you for other people and not for yourself just grows and grows. It's hard. It becomes a hardship. And if we have this story, this, victim story of our pain, that hardship is going to be a tremendous suffering as we get older. And it's going to be like, and what's the meaning and purpose of that? How do we find meaning and purpose when we're living this life based on a victim story in which it just feels, and because it's hard and I'm always seeking good, I'm not willing to do the hard work that will get me out of it.
Hey, if you enjoyed this clip, I'd recommend that you check out other clips here on this channel. Or I'd even suggest diving into a longer podcast right here on this channel or any of the platforms where you listen to the podcast. Thank you for being here. And if you enjoy this conversation, then share this with your friends and subscribe to the channel.